Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Friendly fire between Jawar and Abiy, or a direct fight is on. Gloves are off. Jawar's book launch in Nairobi cancelled. What is happening? Jawar said he does not have election in mind. Idea of election is a luxury while there are conflicts ongoing in Ethiopia. So, what is the real situation? Are we going to see Jawar versus Abiy, or two leaders from Oromia are involved in a friendly fight to get another PM elected from Oromia? Let's start, viewers. Firstly, Jawar Mohammed's book launch has been postponed, not cancelled. Jawar has written a new book. Ethiopian politicians are fond of writing books. PM Abiy has also written some books. Jawar too. Learned men they are definitely, but book writing is a source of revenue generation as well. Because if leaders write books, their followers buy books. That is how they make money. Though sometimes they donate the money raised through book sales for charity purposes too. But book writing by leaders is a source of earning as well for them. We must not forget this aspect of book writing. Jawar has written a book, and he is based in Nairobi, Kenya. He wanted to launch the book officially in Nairobi, Kenya. Last night, Jawar shared a social media post, and he confirmed that the book launch event in Nairobi had been postponed. At the last minute, the venue organizer raised objections. Book launch ceremony was due to be held at Kenyatta International Convention Center, situated in Nairobi, capital of Kenya. And there, at the last minute, the venue organizer administrator said that there were concerns about the safety and size of participants. So, book launch postponed. People are saying that it's basically Ethiopian government contacted Kenyan government. Abiy contacted Kenyan leaders, and that is why Jawar's book launch has been postponed. It has been postponed, not cancelled. No new date announced so far. So, will Jawar be able to launch his book from Kenya? We'll see in coming days. But I have been covering his interviews, his statements, recent statements, very strong. I told you that he is now lashing out at the Ethiopian PM. All that is happening from Kenya. He's based in Kenya. Question, viewers, is it a friendly fire between Jawar and PM Abiy? Or fight is on between the two potential candidates for the next Prime Minister slot? Firstly, we know viewers that when last time election was held in Ethiopia, it was 2021. Back then, people opposed the holding of election. Why? Because war was ongoing in northern Ethiopia. People like Jawar, Bekele Garba, Skandar were in prison. EPLF was fighting. Opposition parties, OLF, etc., ONLF boycotted the election. PM Abiy ran unopposed. International observers were not deployed to the election. So, in a time of conflict, PM Abiy deliberately held an election because it was smooth sail for him to get a term. Opposition parties, opposition politicians have realized that again, Abiy would do the same. He'll do the same. He'll try to hold election during conflict. If all conflicts end, if peace prevails, election is held, Obviously, Abiy will have to give level playing field to opposition parties. He'll have no excuse to use security forces. Opposition politicians believe that Abiy would like to prolong the conflicts in Ethiopia until the holding of next election. After a year, election is due to be held. They have realized that. That is why they are now active. They're issuing statements. OFC issued statements. Jawar busy. Oromo Liberation Front busy. ONLF issuing statements. Caucus opposition parties spoke yesterday. All now want to put pressure upon Abiy through diplomacy, through lobbying, through contacts with the international community that Abiy should work for peace in the country first. And holding of election in existing circumstances will provide Abiy with an excuse to use force against his political opponents during and in the run-up to election. First point. Secondly, Jawar said in an interview 2 days ago that he did not have election in mind. He was not thinking about election because election obviously cannot be transparent until conflicts should be resolved first, and only the election can be held. But Jawar has basically election in mind. That is why he's active now. He knows, but politicians are not voters. Politicians think ahead. They plan ahead. They know that if they don't start today, after a year, election will be held and Abiy will get himself re-elected smoothly. They want to start now, firstly. Now, important question. Is it a friendly fire between Jawar and Abiy, or basically fight is on between them? By the way, I see Jawar as the potential candidate to replace PM Abiy, keeping in view his popularity, keeping in view his activities in the past, though there are serious objections to from other regions. Now, those who are not from Oromia, they are seeing this confrontation between Abiy and Jawar as friendly fire. They say they don't want to be fooled. And other Oromo versus an existing Oromo. Oromo Abiy versus Oromo Jawar. It's basically a friendly fire. Who are they trying to fool? Are they trying to deceive other ethnic groups in Ethiopia? They're calling it a friendly fire. But I believe that Jawar, opposition parties, they have been waiting for the right time to strike a blow, to rise and to start their political activities. Time has come. Time has come. Though 1 year remaining to the holding of a time has come. This is the time to start. They have realized now that they should start now and mobilize international community, do lobbying, mobilize people as well. So that next election should not be the one like the one held in 2021. It's not friendly fire so far, though at some later stage we could see consensus in Oromia for the new prime minister at some later stage. I don't think now Jawar and Abiy are on one page. And basically in this game for power, in this quest for power, there are no friends. Even there are no relatives. So if you want to be in power, those who oppose you are your rivals. Whether they are from the same ethnic group or from same family too. I believe Jawar-Abiy confrontation will intensify. Firstly. Secondly, yes, Jawar should not consider himself safe in Nairobi in Kenya. If you remember, a Tigrayan Businessman was kidnapped in Nairobi, Kenya, in broad daylight around 2 years ago. His wife has been pleading for his recovery. Samson was his name, if I am not wrong. Not recovered. I don't think it's been recovered. I don't know. So this would happen broad daylight in Kenya, which claims to be a true democracy in this part of the world. Jawar is based in Kenya, but can he remain based in Kenya? Kenya is close to Ethiopia. From Kenya, he can influence Ethiopian politics. It seems he might have to change his headquarters from Kenya to some other country. Let's see. So far, fight is on, it seems, between Jawar and Abiy. Thanks for watching.